Assalamu alaikum to all my brothers and sisters that's out there, to all my righteous brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, inside of the righteous family, the righteous world. Um, Someone brought to my attention that I'm Muslim, right? Everybody knows that I'm Muslim. And the righteous world, the community, Muslim world, doesn't understand why am I promoting music and listening to music and dancing and these certain things on my platform. First and foremost, I'm Muslim. That's number one. That's number one. Number two, my cub, my heart belongs to the Alpha Omega, the Almighty Creator, everything in existence. Right? In this world, this demonic, evil, twisted, barbaric, devil, demon world is plagued with so much deception, so much plotting, so much planning against righteous people. I understand it and I know that all too well. Right? I need for your brothers and sisters to understand the tactics, the things that I'm using, and I'm not the first and I'm not going to be the last to use tactics in order to help and save all the individuals around the world, all the indigenous people all around them, all the communities all around the world. The same way that this evil demonic cloak itself with righteousness and cloak itself with certain things, a wolf in sheep clothing, in order to destroy and help people live a demise life and indoctrinate people, I am doing the same thing. My heart, mind, body, and soul is to worship the Creator. So there's certain things that I'm doing on my platform, on my YouTube channel, in order to get the masses of youth and get them to come over and to actually see what spirituality exists like. So I have to cloak myself, and a lot of other people do it too. Cloak itself, cloak myself what these things that actually that this demonic, evil, twisted way of life is using to cause people demise. I'm not promoting violence. I'm not promoting murder, death, kill. I'm not promoting alcohol, the use of alcohol, the use of violence, the use of shooting and killing each other, the backbiting, the backstabbing. I'm not promoting none of that. I'm using these tools which is there that is procreated to lead everybody down a dark path. I'm using it to actually get people to come in, and as they come in, I teach them about the oneness of the Almighty, the Creator, everything in existence. This is actually true fact, because all throughout this existence is plagued with demonic, evil, twisted way of life, and this is an actual true fact as we see it. Right? Nobody wants to worship the Creator. Nobody wants to believe in the oneness of the Creator. So I have to use the tools in order to get these very same individuals that's cloaked with dumb, deaf, and blind, and get them to see the light. Right? It's no different into Moses, peace and blessings be upon him, that he used these tools that the Creator, Alpha Omega, gave him to go to the Pharaoh with magic and to use it against Pharaoh to do what? To get people to believe. And actually, majority of the people that was there, even though the Creator says in the Quran that the people that was with Pharaoh actually seen the truth. How you doing? How you doing? Actually seen the truth and came over and to worship the Alpha Omega. This is actually true fact. Those that was leading the force of darkness came over, right, to actually worship the Creator, and how truth swallow up falsehood. So sometimes you got to use the falsehood in order to bring the truth. Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Kurt. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So we have to understand that we have to do certain things, right, in order to get in there and go fight these demon, demonic, evil, twisted way of life, and actually to save people and bring them out. Because people is not going to listen. This stuff is being overshadowed. Is our life, our way of life of being righteous is being overshadowed and upon darkness, right? So I'm using these tactics, and some of these tactics that I'm using to get in there and to save people. I actually have people that's on my platform saying that I help them out and their loved ones and their family. You understand what I'm saying? There's many prophets that use tools and use things that was provided to them by the Almighty to bring the people into the worship of the Creator. As you look around, all around the world, we are plagued with demonic, evil, twisted way of life. We are plagued with alcohol. We are plagued with drugs. We are plagued with violence. We are plagued with everything that go against the Creator. So these things that is procreated to lead us down a very, very dark path, I must bring these individuals in to the worship of the Creator. This is actually true fact. I am Muslim, I am Muslim, I am Muslim. That's exactly who I am. So I want the righteous community, the righteous world, those that uphold the worship of the Alpha Omega, the Creator of everything in existence. I want to let you know that I understand and I hear your concerns, and I know that, you know, some of the behaviors and things that I'm doing, you don't understand. Well, I'm bringing the awareness and understanding to you and using some of the tools that is here, the benefits of actually to save our youth, to save our future. Because those that have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that's underneath the banner of the oneness of the Creator, they have the opportunity. But I'm trying to get those that don't understand the opportunity that is there amongst our civilization, that all they know is music, dancing, drugs, and alcohol, and violence. You understand what I'm saying? They don't understand the righteousness and that the existence of the Almighty exists. They don't understand that the spiritual world, the right world exists, and that's where we come from. So I have to give them in a different language which they understand, and the language that they understand is these very same things that I was plagued with. This channel is about bringing awareness of our life, of the worship of one Creator, actually to uplift our awareness, to uplift eating right, to uplift things and everything that is plaguing us on each and every day in our life that we cannot find answers to, but I can expose it because I went through it and I've been there for a very, very long time, and I got the experience. So this is what this channel about, is to uplift everybody that needs to be uplift. Please like, share, subscribe. You know, I'm Muslim. I am Muslim. I'm going to say that again. I am Muslim. So all the righteous people all around the world, and I'm Hebrew. It's an actual true fact. So I got best of both the worlds. I'm Hebrew, right? The religion of Jewish from my ancient ancestors. I want you to get in there and go in there and see my videos. I got amazing content over there. So I don't want nobody to be misled or be like, yo, why is this brother doing this, doing that? The reason why I'm doing that because there's a lot of indigenous people in this land of America that is plagued with darkness upon darkness, and the only way is to get them to understand is to actually not promote, but understand their pain and suffering, and get them to switch over to come over to the Alpha Omega and show them that this way of life, of living this way of life, of dressing with images and dressing with certain things is not going to get you there, and promoting these things, they actually calling on certain entities that exist in the shadows to destroy them. This is what I'm trying to do, basically. Wait a minute, Muslims, Hebrew, that doesn't make sense. Right, check it out. I'm Hebrew. I trace my lineage on my father's side and on my grandmother's side. On that side, they are Hebrews. That's why I want you to get in there and see my comments. And I trace my lineage back there. St. Thomas, Portugal, Portuguese. Okay, they came over there to St. Thomas because they fled because the Jewish community and the Hebrews was getting murdered over there in Portugal. My family built a synagogue in St. Thomas. Synagogue. They contribute to it. The synagogue being built. Right? This is actually true facts. True facts. I am the descendant of the ancient ancestors in St. Thomas. This is actually true fact. My family played my family plays a big part of a lot of things going on in St. Thomas. And this is St. Thomas and Puerto Rico. So yes, I'm Hebrew. You got to understand, Hebrew bloodline, but I took my Shahada and became Muslim. That's okay. The Creator says in the scriptures, if anyone that's Jewish or Hebrew, right, accept Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he get blessings in both worlds. He get blessings of both way of life. The Jewish and Muslim, that's what it is. You are mixed Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. No. Just with Islam and Judaism. That's it. Hebrew. Remember, Jewish is a way of life. I'm Hebrew. Jewish is a religion, right? And birthright is Hebrew. My family are Hebrews. They speak. My ancient ancestors spoke Hebrew and wrote the Torah in Hebrew. Remember, the Torah was in Hebrew language. So I trace my lineage back there. This is actually true fact. So I consider myself, right, Hebrew and Muslim. The reason why I'm Muslim because I took my Shahada. Because I understand and actually understand that the last revelation was in Arabic. So we all know from a Jewish point of view and a Hebrew point of view, we follow the messengers. We had the most messengers and the most prophets is Hebrew. This is actual true fact. So the last messenger and the last prophet, right, is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So I understand that and I bear witness that he's the last messenger, right, and that Islam, right, is a way of life. Basically, that does not take away from my Hebrew traditions and my way of life. Right? So I get blessing on both the worlds. This is what the Creator says. It's in the scriptures. It's in the Quran. Are you a black Israelite? No. Hebrew. This is why, listen, I need for you to go get in my videos, right, and I break it down. I'm Sephardic. This is actual true fact. I'm Sephardic. Sephardic is a set of the Jewish religion of Hebrew. I'm Sephardic. Yes, this is true. So this is what it is. But to all of my righteous communities out there, I'm righteous. I'm a righteous man, and I'm going to uphold that. And sometimes we have to get in there, right, and wolf in sheep clothing and get to save people. That's what Moses did. Peace and blessings be upon him. Actually, and a lot of other messengers and prophets did the same thing. They came to the people in a language which they understand, whether it was through magic, whether it was through they never idol worship, but they came from that, you know, and taught the people not to worship idols. You understand where I'm coming from? Because they ancestors practiced that. So we understand that this is the language which people. Nobody never said Christ is not the truth. All the messages and prophets are truth. All right? What we got to understand is that religion came about after the flood. It came about religion. Before the flood, there was only called the up to God right ones. It was non-belief and belief. Before Noah, it was no religion. It was no Christian. It was no Jews. It was no Muslims. It was non-belief and belief. That's it. We have to understand that, brother. Okay, that came about later on in life. Religion. Okay, but this is a message to all my righteous brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, princes and princesses all around the world. This is actually what I'm doing. I need to save some people. And the only way that people to understand the language is the language was being promoted amongst us. And it's through alcohol, drugs, and all these other things. But after got to show them that living his life is going to lead them down a dark path. Is I'm going to smoke and I'm going to do these things. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk up against it. But in order for me to go over there and show them that life doesn't work, I need to show them and then prove to them that this existence, worship the Alpha Omega exists. And this is what I'm doing. No disrespect to the Muslim community. I love y'all. I love your brothers and sisters, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, the indigenous people all around the world. I love you. I am Muslim, and I'm going to die Muslim, or Mu'min. It's exactly who I am. So I just want to clear up some things. If you see me doing certain things, it's not the intention to promote evil, barbaric, evil, twisted way of life. It's actually trying to get the future to come over to actually see the worship, the Alpha Omega exists, to come on this side, and that life is going to lead you down a dark, dark path. That's all I'm doing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Assalamu alaikum. Rahmatullah barakatuh. Peace.